Why are the Middle Ages sometimes called the Dark Ages? In recent discussions about history, a question has emerged. Why are the Middle Ages sometimes referred to as the Dark Ages? This topic has gained attention, especially as people seek to understand this intriguing period in European history. The term Dark Ages typically refers to the early part of the Middle Ages, spanning from the 5th to the 10th century. This label originated from the belief that cultural and economic activity declined after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. One factor contributing to this view is the loss of classical knowledge. After the Roman authority collapsed, many classical texts were not preserved, making intellectual progress seem stagnant. Additionally, the early medieval period was marked by social and political instability. Frequent invasions by barbarian tribes disrupted established social orders, leading to widespread turmoil. This chaos contributed to the perception of a darkened cultural landscape. Economic decline also played a role. The breakdown of Roman infrastructure and trade networks led to reduced urbanization and economic contraction in many regions. This further fueled the idea that the era was one of darkness and decline. Moreover, the limited written records from this time added to the obscurity. Compared to the Roman era and later medieval periods, fewer contemporary sources survive, making it harder to grasp the full picture of this period. However, modern historians argue that the term Dark Ages is misleading. While challenges existed, this time was also about transformation and foundation building for later medieval society. New political structures, like feudalism, began to rise, and Christianity spread throughout Europe. The Church's influence grew, impacting laws and social norms, including efforts to reduce practices like slavery. The negative connotations of Dark Ages often stem from Renaissance scholars who contrasted their revival of classical learning with what they perceived as cultural stagnation. Today, the Middle Ages are recognized as a complex era filled with both difficulties and achievements. Understanding this period allows us to appreciate the foundations of modern European society. So, when discussing the Middle Ages, it is essential to consider the broader context rather than simply labeling it as dark.